to play a song that I wrote after Hurricane Katrina called Revival for Survival. Take it to get on down here. Dealing with my blues, nice day. I believe that first light, when I'll be home. Gotta do more than survive. Wanna see what I can become. Welcome to survival. Take these blues, get them written. Having to read it mine. Mother Nature's pet could have been some of yours. When your life takes a twist, your back's against the wall. Remember how to crawl. Welcome to survival. Your paradise starts today. Survival, ain't nothing else in your way. Welcome to survival. Revival for survival. Get help from the government. What's left after fight of life is spread like ancient Rome. Won't ignite the dark fight of the environment as our home. Denial is never done. Welcome to survival. Paradise starts today. This bed of survival. In the material grave. Welcome to survival. Revival for survival. Yeah, we can be angry and peaceful too. Revival for survival. Revival for survival. Revival for survival.
But the other side, turn around.
Oh yeah, get this side. The environment is sexy. Judith Von Ham and Bob, this is a very successful kind of day today. Can you tell me how this all developed?
This is our 6th annual Sustainable Living Festival, and it's sponsored by Sustainable South Shore. And it's grown through word of mouth and through the incredible job that Nancy Kramer does in publicizing it.
Do you find that a lot of people are asking for solar and small wind? Most of the people here have said that more and more people in communities want this type of energy.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you seen a difference just in the 6 years?
You know, there's always, at least, you know, because we live in Hull, people have talked about small wind for a long time. But I think people are realizing that they can do things themselves, you know, without having to put that kind of money into it. You know, that you can start by saving electricity, because once you save electricity, then whatever you do to make electricity, you need, it's more cost effective. And also, there's so many things you can do to cut your fuel bills, your heating bills. This last winter, I put indoor storm windows on. Just went to the hardware store, bought some plexiglass, and put some weather stripping on it, and figured out how to attach it to the windows. And it's really, my bedroom for the first time is warm.
I know, it's amazing. I mean, you really have to get your house nice and tight and solid before you can be thinking about doing
exactly.
that. I think that's the most important.
Yeah.
That's great, really good. Now, is there also an aspect of transportation in a community like this that's being reviewed?
Transportation is so huge. It's one of the biggest contributors to the greenhouse effect. And what we can do individually is, I mean, so important as a part of that. I personally, that's my electric assist bicycle over there.
Can we walk over there?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
your car.
Yeah, that's my car. So Michael and I, my partner Michael Connolly and I don't own a car. We own two these bikes. They were made by Ford. They're actually Giant bikes. And Giant sells a really wonderful bicycle right now that is, you know, very sleek. But the new one has an up to 70-mile-an-hour range, and this is free transportation basically. You know, it runs. This is electricity. Oops, I left that. Doesn't belong in there. Okay. You take the battery out, or you can just plug it in right here. And you know, for pennies, we travel. And then we rent a car once a month from Enterprise. They come and pick us up. It's under $50. You know, that's what, $600 a year. We have non-owners driver's insurance, so that's another $200 or $300. So less than $1,000. We cover all of our transportation expenses.
Now, do you use Zipcar?
Enterprise is a better deal.
That's unbelievable.
You know?
Yeah.
The service there is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. You know, they come to us.
They're in Cohasset, I think.
You get them for all day long, you know, not just a few hours. That's 24 hours of rental for under $50. And they've got special deals on the weekend.
That's great.
It's a great way to live. Going to Boston, 20 minutes, 15 minutes to get to the airport.
Unbelievable.
20 minutes into Boston.
You're speaking on the boat now.
This is on the boat.
You live in the Northeast, so how long in the season can you use this?
It does not do well on snow and ice, okay, or in the rain. So I have friends that sometimes give me a ride, or take the bus.
Yeah.
Right. So I use it year round. I have a really warm LL Bean Baxter State Park jacket that's good down to 55 degrees. So when other people are freezing, I'm comfortable.
And is this to carry your groceries?
That's for groceries.
Carry anything that you need?
That's what we do our weekly grocery shopping in.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So one can survive without a car.
Absolutely.
And you probably said, but the bike is power assist, so you can climb the hill even full of groceries.
That's true. Okay.
Absolutely.
Without having Olympic-sized quads.
You know, I've got
Which
good
I'm
muscles.
sure you have,
I've got, but they're gradually built. You know, it's not the kind of exercise that makes you sweaty. Okay, it just gradually builds your muscles. It is exercise. It's good for you.
Right.
But
right, for cardio, yeah.
Yeah, but it's manageable.
That's really That's great.
I
I
can-
love it. It's really
It
wonderful.
is to regular bicycling as regular bicycling is like cross-country skiing. You have to put quite a
Okay.
bit of effort. This is like downhill skiing.
Ah,
You know,
that's a good
it's just,
analogy.
yeah. Or it's like the comparison of talking to singing.
Mm-hmm.
It is just plain fun to ride this bicycle.
Yeah.
Can you give me an idea of what they go for?
The
What would be
best
the
one
price?
on the market right now costs $2,000.
Uh-huh.
It goes up to 70 miles range. It's made by
Goes
Giant.
for 70. You can go 70 miles without plugging in.
Exactly. And it'll give you power up to either 15 or 20 miles an hour. I travel on this at somewhere between 12 and 16 miles an hour, which when you compare with stop and go traffic, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, that is.
Congested areas,
Yeah.
you're moving right along.
Yeah, and so $2,000, you know, it's a good deal.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, do we want to say a few words about the other, the transportation initiative
Yes.
that we've just been working on, that you've been working on for quite a while, and we've just engaged as some of the student interns from Harvard around the eco-transportation
Or what?
study, which is awareness building,
They're both seafood.
involving people in understanding what their needs
Either
are,
one
what their
sounds
preferences
absolutely
might be
wonderful to me.
for eco-transportation.
I'm sorry? Just
Okay, I want to ask you about just
this works for me, okay? But we need a system that works for everybody. And right now,
Let me turn around.
so this system works for me, but we need something for everyone. One of my friends is elderly. She's losing her eyesight. She lives 2 miles from me. I can't bring her to my house because obviously I can't do this. And she doesn't have a way of driving. There are other people like that, you know? And we did a survey here and we found out that 50% of the people, if we had frequent, affordable transportation to connect to the ferry and the train, would use it.
because you already have the ferries and the trains.
Right.
So
And then we've got
yeah.
5 miles of peninsula between those,
Uh-huh.
and a bus route that makes a circuit once an hour,
Right.
which works for some people. But we're looking at how to increase the ridership of the system at large, and maybe tie in intermodally with the boat and the train, maybe the Hingham Shipyard, and some other things.
So that you don't have to take your car and you can get on the ferry, go into Boston, come home on the train,
Yeah.
you know, mix and match.
Right.
Yeah, I think more.
Ford is partnering with a company called Smith that's been making electric vehicles for 80 years. They have a 15-passenger, 100-mile range electric van that would be perfect here. And we'd like to set up a transportation management association. We're looking for investors, and so that we own the vehicles here and can operate them here and make it work.
That sounds like a
Right.
brilliant idea. Rather than trying to go through other channels that you can't really hold on, you could have this as an investment and own. And,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds.
So we think
really
that there are a lot of parts to this solution. We think local businesses and maybe even the new retail over in the Hingham Shipyard could be a possible contributor to this. We think government, whether the courthouse over just across the bridge there, retail businesses in Hull, commuters obviously, as well as in-town residents that are just staying in Hull but moving around from one part of town to the other. Through our connections with Harvard, we're going to be setting up meetings with the Volpe Transportation Center to sort of review our ideas with them, see if they've got any additional ideas that we can use to enhance our thinking. And then we've already been in touch with Headland's office about contributing some expertise, maybe some grant money at an appropriate time when we get this shaped a little more.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and this looks like it's been another successful.
We'd like to encourage people to vote for the Paragon Carousel at this website at partnersinpreservation.com. There are 25 sites in the Boston area that are competing for 10 $100,000 grants. For us, it would put the old doors, the historic doors back on. It would restore the windows. It would open it up so you could see it more, and so from
be a lot warmer too. With the sun
yeah,
in there.
Just explain where that is for people that don't.
It's right there.
Yeah, the remnant of Paragon Park, right?
Paragon Park. It was just such a wonderful place.
Good question.
That sounds great.
This is the 81st season for the carousel here, and lots of people have ridden on it. Grandparents, kids. It brings families together.
Yep.
People have gotten married there. It means a lot to all of us, and it is very, very beautiful. There are only 150 of these hand-carved carousels left in America, and this is one of only 3 that has its original building in more or less its original location. There are only 17 of them that have their original buildings. So we want to restore this building to be a beautiful setting for the carousel.
Now you mentioned one thing, to call and vote at this Partners in Preservation, but you got to do it every day.
Yes,
okay.
Everybody's doing it every day.
You do it every day.
So
competition.
Yeah. So we're building up. Today we're in second place. We'd like to get back into first place. We're in hot competition with the Salem Town Hall.
When is the deadline on this?
May 17th.
Okay, so from now on, people have to call every day to get
Exactly.
Great. Okay, hope it happens.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.